Hey guys, how are you all doing today? Hope you're all well. There's a couple of subjects I want to talk about in this video today. I'm going to cover Bouzy, Shouty. I know I said I wouldn't message her again, but she's put out a few tweets that, and the Johnny Depp verdict. So let's get into the video. So I'm going to start off with Shouty. She said that Meghan isn't afraid to follow her heart because of her attending the Uvalde victims memorial, and she compares it to Kate attending the Sarah Everard memorial. The difference with this situation, Shouty, which you'll know all too well because you're not stupid, is that Meghan, and there's evidence out there that proves this, Meghan took photographers and video crew with her to capture this. Kate went to the Sarah Everard memorial on her own. She didn't alert the public. She didn't have a spokesman like Meghan did reach out to let it be known to the public that she would be attending. It was someone who was at the Sarah Everard memorial recognised Kate and captured her on their cell phone. She went there with one protection officer. She didn't make a fuss. She paid her respects and she left. She didn't put out any bloody statements whatsoever, whereas Meghan turned into a PR move. And another thing, Shouty, you're the very same person that mocked the Sarah Everard murder when you went on the Naomi Campbell podcast and Naomi asked about what happened, and you turned it round to say that it was a racial issue, that Sarah was getting mentioned because she was white, and had she been black, this would have been swept under the rug. You had no fucking consideration whatsoever for that woman and her family when you made that statement. So the two just don't align up, and you're a hypocrite. You're an absolute bloody hypocrite. Meghan going to a place that's 1,500 miles away from where she stayed, taking a private jet to get there, and Kate attending an event that she in a place she used to live, where she used to walk. It's totally different. Plus, Kate didn't announce it to everyone that she was going, and she certainly didn't take a PR team and photographers with her, whereas Meghan did. So the two are totally different. So here she is, like weighing in on the Thomas Markle being in hospital situation, calling him a wicked man, and and saying that he's just a sperm donor. How crude and horrible can you be? The man just had a stroke, Shouty. He just had a stroke. You don't know this man from Adam. You don't know their family at all. You claim, which I don't really believe, but this is just my opinion, not to know Meghan. I personally think you, Scooby-Doo and Bouzy are all mouthpieces for her, but you don't know this family at all. So what right have you got to call him a wicked man and a sperm donor? You preach, and I've saw this on your Twitter, you preach about God a lot. And to be a good Christian, you have to practice forgiveness. And you don't seem to practice that at all. If anything, you and Bouzy, especially you and Bouzy, have a hatred for white people. And I think that the fact that Thomas Markle's white gives your axe, it gives you more of an axe to grind with this man. The man just had a stroke. What is his crime? He took pictures. He had pictures taken of himself to better his image before the wedding. He had pictures taken of him being measured up for a suit. He had pictures taken of him reading history books about the royal family. That's this man's crime. And for that, you're calling him wicked and a sperm donor? Get a fucking life. So Shola starts droning on about Prince Andrew. She must have really liked his tweet because she wrote it and then retweeted it herself, which is kind of strange. But anyway, she goes on and she's saying that he should have went through a trial to prove his innocence. What trial, Shola? He wasn't arrested or charged with anything. He's never been charged of a crime. He has never been charged for a crime. I've always said that I think Prince Andrew's an idiot. That he should never have been friends with the likes of Epstein. That was totally stupid on his part. He's not the brightest bulb. Everyone said that about him. But that doesn't change the fact that he's never been charged with a crime. So what trial, Shola? What trial? Now this was the best tweet that I found from Christopher Bouzy himself. Johnny Depp will not win this case. Trolls can swarm my tweet and post all the photos and evidence they want, but it will not change anything. The entire ordeal was a waste of resources. Well, Bozo, Johnny won. Johnny won. I bet you have steam coming out of those big lugs of yours. Johnny won. And I know that you're a staunch advocate for Amber Heard, but how does it feel to know you're wrong? To know you're wrong. And I also been seeing you picking on Taz of lately on Twitter, obsessively tweeting about her, calling her every name under the sun. Hate, the usual, hate account, racist, blah, blah, blah. And I wish I could find a clip to insert it here, guys. But one of my favourite YouTubers, his name's Asmongold, he actually was reacting to the report that Bozo done regarding the Twitter bots regarding Amber Heard. And he explained it so eloquently and said that Bozo's reports mean nothing. They're all fictional pieces of work. Total shite. So the fact that you put out that tweet, and I know for a fact you always think that you're right about everything. You put out that tweet, I bet you go and delete it now, but I've managed to catch it. You put out that tweet saying Johnny will never win. Well, he did fucking win, Bozo, so up yours. Screw you. And yeah, it's just nice to see you proven wrong. And I don't know, I don't get it, what it is with you, where consistently picking on women, like you're doing with Taz at the moment. You've done it with Sue, you've done it with Yanka Wally, you've done it with Gertie, you've even bullied people that have DM'd me. I'm not going to even message their names on Twitter, and they've showed me some of the things that you've said to them, and it's absolutely fucking disgusting. You should be ashamed to call yourself a man. Ashamed. But yeah, now you've moved on to Taz. I know she can handle herself. She doesn't need me to stick up for her. But I just like pointing out the fact that the only people that you can pick on are women. They're women. You don't ever seem to pick on men. And I've noticed as well, you don't seem to pick on accounts like Lady Colin Campbell, because you know for a fact that she'd sue your ass back to the dark ages if you ever said anything about her. So I'm going to move on to the Johnny Depp one, which is wonderful news. Amber Heard's put out a statement saying that she was saddened that the mountain of evidence that she produced wasn't enough to win. All I have to say to that is, what evidence, Amber? What fucking evidence? You submitted to the court doctored photographs. You submitted photographs that were the same and claimed they were from different incidents. So, for example, you submitted a picture that you said happened in 2015, and then your team submitted the exact same photograph with the saturation slightly changed, but exact same nonetheless, and claimed it happened a year later. You showed absolutely no medical evidence of what you claimed happened to you. You said, for example, one incident, you said that Johnny hulked through you across rooms. He hit you off of worktops. He completely annihilated your face by punching it with chunky metal rings on. He strangled you numerous times in this incident. He threw bottles at you that smashed, threw cans at you, ripped your nightdress off, dragged your full body through glass, and then essayed you with a broken bottle while he had a chopped finger, or while his finger had been chopped off. Yeah, you didn't seek any medical attention. There's photographs of you the day after, and you have no marks on you. You went to bed and took a couple of sleeping pills and slept 15 hours afterwards. The evidence just doesn't match up your story. And the evidence that Johnny showed were recordings of you admitting to hitting him, to belittling him, to calling him names. You called him a coward. You shouted at him and said that he would split every time an argument happened, that he would run away. That's not something that someone who has been abused would do. And many women have said this. Many. You wouldn't antagonise and mock your abuser like you heard you doing in these recordings. You also said that this sets women back. No, it doesn't. The only thing that has set women back has been you, Amber. Has been you, with these ludicrous stories of abuse that you've said. If anything, I think has shone a light into the fact that men can also be victims of DV. Just because you're a man doesn't mean to say you can't be in an abusive relationship. And the evidence quite clearly pointed that that's what Johnny was in. So I'm going to leave this here, guys. I'm so happy that Johnny's won his case. So happy for him. So happy for his family. And I hope now that he can move on and these allegations can be left in the past. But as we all know, she's already put these out there. So he's always going to have this dark cloud over his reputation. But I'm hoping now that he's won, that film studios and producers, etc., that want to work with him, that this can't be used against him anymore, because it's been proven that he's not an abuser. It's been proven he was actually the victim. What do you guys all think of the verdict? Were you on Amber's side or Johnny's? And are you also happy that Bouzy's been proved to be wrong? Proved to be wrong. Music to my ears. Music to my ears. Not music to his at all. Anyway, I'm going to go, and I'm still in hospital, by the way, guys. Starting to feel a lot better. I don't know when I'll be getting home. But yeah, I'll be back, and until then, speak to you later. Bye.